Hello gamers, Counter-Strike is one of the biggest names in the gaming industry, with CS:GO being in the forefront in the recent years when it comes to the FPS genre. This, however, should not deter the players from trying other games which offer similar yet unique aspects of gameplay, and our list should serve the purpose of facilitating the choice to those who decide to do so. If you do know of other games more worthy to be mentioned on this list, do leave your comments below. Number 5. Overwatch. This team-based shooter may not have the realism of Counter-Strike, but it makes up for it in style. The characters are phenomenally designed, the maps are beautifully built, and the abilities are a joy to use every single time. The absolute teamwork that goes into every match makes the victories and defeats that much more meaningful and heartfelt. Contrasting from games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, where you play an unnamed player, Overwatch lets you choose between characters. Each character has different attributes and weapons that give the game replayability. The obvious comparison is that both games are team-based and both also an acclaimed shooter with a dedicated fan base. Number 4. Due Process. Imagine Counter-Strike, but with some cyberpunk looks and new maps in every game, and thus more focus on planning and executing tactics on the fly. It's not about memorizing all the god spots for players or peak contests where the only deciding factor is who can click heads bet. This game is about strategy. Looks great, plays better. Due Process's map pool is already absolutely enormous and is assembled through procedurally generated maps which are then curated or improved upon by the developers. Each week brings a tranche of new maps, with most recent updates seeming to add at least 40. The biggest issue right now is optimization, but the devs are always working hard. Excited to see where this goes. Number 3. Rogue Company. Rogue Company is the casual, stress-free shooter you need. High-res studios games have always managed to find a niche in the competitive landscape. From Smite, its god-themed MOBA, to Realm Royale, a fantasy take on the battle royale, high-res approaches popular competitive game genres with interesting ideas. In this case, High-Res Studios came up with Rogue Company, which is a 4v4 third-person character-based shooter with a sense of humor. It's a game where the team with the best positioning and ability coordination wins. Rogue Company has a certain charm to it. Not the sort of charm that an adorable puppy might have, but rather an enthralling charm, one that can be quite addictive like Counter-Strike. Number 2. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege, developed by Ubisoft, was designed to be a fast-paced 5v5 game. Like CS:GO, Rainbow Six Siege features two factions where they face off against each other in different game modes, where each team has a goal that conflicts the opposing team. The game contains realism such as weapons, effects, mechanics and environmental destruction, giving players multiple ways to complete their goals or battle each other. This game features different game modes for the players to play and enjoy. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege came out years after Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so naturally, the game appears more polished. Both games rely on teamwork and tactics to achieve objectives. Their competitive nature and gameplay is why so many people gravitate to these instant FPS classics. Number 1. Valorant. No game may be as similar to Counter-Strike as Valorant. Valorant is one of those Counter-Strike type of games, but playing a group of preset characters with their unique abilities. I would say Valorant is pretty solid in terms of gunplay and balanced abilities. The abilities are the only new aspect of the game, which are mostly about defending, distractions and front assault. It is one of those free-to-play games that doesn't require high-end specs to play the game, which makes the game very approachable. The graphics are clean and a basic form with cartoonish look. But that's something what some people wants. It is simple as I see, nothing messy or detailed to see. The weapons are somewhat similar in categories, and how many are there, yet they look generic. For example, Valorant has a sniper rifle that one-shot players and a second sniper rifle that two-shots players, just like CS:GO has in the economy works similar. It's safe to say this is a mix between Valve's Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Blizzard's Overwatch. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. And if you find the video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.